Welcome back to The Bit of Truth, best place on YouTube to find your daily dose of donkeys, dipshits and donuts. So let's go. Nearly a quarter of all Brits feel high anxiety every day. Well, it's no wonder when we've got stories like some of these that are coming up today. I'm feeling anxiety just getting ready to tell you about them.
I don't like the look of this.
Birmingham City Council's non-essential spending is frozen. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. Finally. Why is there any non-essential spending happening in the first place? Isn't the UK completely broke? Aren't we going for a cost of living crisis? We don't have the money to pay for these idiots' packed lunches, let alone their ladies of the night.
We're broke.
They say that the non-essential spending is frozen, but the new Birmingham, the Solihull City Council's chief exec, says that the new £185,000 salary a year is really reasonable. Well, I'm glad you think so. It went from 167,000 up to 185,000 now. Are they actually making us shit in our own hands and then slapping ourselves in the face with it?
Where do you get off?
Other ways of making money as well. I mean, check this out. A man was fined for parking on double yellows, but this is no ordinary case. After the man had parked, the council lifts up the car, paints the double yellow lines, and then puts the car back down, facing the wrong way, might add, for him then to get ticketed by a traffic warden. Who needs sex when we're getting screwed every single day like this?
How dare you?
A man steals up to £195,000 by these fake COVID companies that were set up all up and down the country. Who would have thought that would have gone wrong? This man pretended to run different businesses, including a Greg's Bakery. And guess what? Walks away scot-free.
Another one.
Even the criminals who are getting caught are still laughing. We've got a Baguette shop owner who made £21,000 by selling Class A's. He's only ordered to pay back half of it. By the way, just wondering, where does that money actually go? Back to the council?
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
On more dealings of the druggings, a 34-year-old mum who dealt Class A's and Class B's from our house. From the home that she lives in with her 3 daughters, by the way. In front of them. She avoids jail. Of course she does. And the reason is because she's made good progress. And her daughters would suffer significantly hard if she went to prison. Right. Obviously, don't get me started on this. Either her lawyers are that good, someone's getting a payoff, or the judicial system is just completely fucked.
All of it?
Apparently, thousands of cops could be sacked under the new disciplinary system overhaul. I think this is a good time to play my new favourite song.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Teachers striking, again. These teachers that were supposed to be taking our kids to their end of term activities, doing sports days with them and giving them an education, were too busy striking, having a jolly up in the park, having a picnic. So while these pricks were having their ham sandwiches in the park and laughing about it, the parents had to take days off to look after their own kids while they're supposed to be at school and the parents are supposed to be at work. So them taking the time off work, they're not able to pay the taxes which are paying for these idiots to go have their jolly in the park. And who's suffering the most? The kids.
How many do I give? 0. How many? 0. What? 0.
Doctors striking as well. Consultants who are on £128,000 a year, they actually are admitting that they're using the NHS patients as leverage in order to get their 35% pay rise. 35% on 128,000 already. Look at this graph of how many people are actually waiting just for a routine appointment.
That's not my problem right now.
Who would have thought MPs are hypocrites? We've got some double madness hypocrisy here. Claire Coutinho, Minister for the Children, she says that woke universities must end the culture of intimidation towards controversial views. Also says that students seeking to close down the wider debate is not acceptable. Yet, on the same day, I found this article within minutes, on the same site. She says, Andrew Tate should not be allowed to speak at universities. Do they really think we're that stupid? Are we? Am I? Seriously.
Hypocrisy, my friend.
More companies joining the woke brigade is Ben & Jerry's. You would think somebody is smart enough at these companies to be able to read the room. On America's Independence Day, they tweeted out, demanding that the stolen land of America should be given back to the natives. Just going to wait for your sales to drop.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Whilst we covered this week about a Mexican mayor that married an alligator, we've also got this week a Mexican chef who is now facing 9 years in prison for barbecuing a crocodile.
What?
A bunch of heartless bastards stole a blind, deaf and arthritic dog's little cart, the only thing that he's able to get around on. These sort of stories make me so mad. I bet you it'll be left up to generous members of the public to help fund and get him a new one. And it will happen. I really hope that these pricks are caught. Let's hope that their legs don't get broken and someone nicks their wheelchairs.
Wankers!
Finally today, we've got a man who says he was a high-flying engineer just 2 years ago until monkey dust got a grip of him and tore his life apart. Well, just judging at the build of your tent, I really don't think that it was that took you out of your profession. You must have been on drugs when you put this up.
What the fuck is that?
Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite article was today. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you back tomorrow for more.